Hi everyone. So as Quentin said, I harvest seafood commercially on fishing vessels in Rhode Island and Alaska. I've been a participant in the seafood industry for over 20 years, and for the last 3 years I had the tremendous honor and responsibility of serving as a member of the Marine Fisheries Advisory Committee, or MAFAC, which was established in 1971 to advise the Department of Commerce on the management of living marine resources, including fisheries. I held that voluntary position until February 28th, when I received a one-sentence email notifying me and the 19 other members of MAFAC that the committee had been permanently terminated. MAFAC was a voluntary position, so I did not lose economic stability like so many of the NOAA employees who have been senselessly and indiscriminately fired in the last 2 months. If anything, I gained back the income that for 3 years I had sacrificed by spending 2 weeks a year at MAFAC meetings instead of fishing. However, I lost something that matters far more. I lost the ability to exercise my voice on behalf of my community. I lost the ability to bring knowledge from my fellow fishermen about the real-time needs, ideas, and priorities that exist around the coast, and to transfer that knowledge and those needs to NOAA fisheries leaders who are in a position to use that input to make a difference for fishery-dependent communities. Without this pipeline of information and advice from stakeholders, NOAA fisheries will become less responsive and less informed about what's happening in the real world at a time when we need much more responsiveness from our agency, when we need NOAA to become a stronger and even more collaborative partner with coastal communities nationwide. Many of you may not know that the American seafood economy has been in crisis mode for the last several years. Contributing factors to this crisis include global trade and supply chain issues, climate change and ocean acidification, and the increasing use of ocean space for other activities such as global shipping and offshore wind. Fishing businesses, like the 2 businesses I work for, pay the price for all of these stressors, yet we often have the smallest voice and the least leverage to address these stressors and these competing uses. There is no path to enhancing fishing community resilience that does not rely on a stronger partnership with NOAA fisheries. I'll be honest, the relationship between the fishing community and NOAA fisheries has never been perfect. And the hardworking men and women who are harvesting process and selling our nation's seafood have long asked NOAA to work harder on our behalf. We need the agency to work harder to support the next generation of fishermen, to work harder to understand and address the impacts of offshore and coastal development on vulnerable fishery resources and the businesses and communities who depend on them, and to work harder to educate the public about the benefits of consuming domestic seafood when supermarkets are flooded by cheap imports. But we can't expect the public servants at NOAA to fight harder for us when they themselves are under attack from an unelected, unaccountable Silicon Valley oligarch who's getting his kicks by taking a chainsaw to our public science and our public services. Many members of my industry voted for President Trump because they wanted change. I want change too, but the change we need does not lie in decimating public agencies like NOAA. The change we need lies in strengthening transparent, objective public science. In increasing opportunities for public input, and in leveraging the ambition, creativity, and collaborative spirit that characterizes so many of the NOAA employees that I got to know during my 3 years on MAFAC. So I want to thank the organizers for giving me this mic and the 5 minutes to restore the voice that Elon Musk stole from me when he terminated MAFAC. And to thank all of you for joining me in supporting fishing communities and supporting strong science at NOAA.